Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. Got a chance to see one of the many remakes of the movie The Invisible Man. Keep in mind, they made a movie a while back, a few years back, with Kevin Bacon and Elizabeth Shue called Hollow Man. That was pretty much a version of The Invisible Man. Now, this movie takes place in the Bay Area. Basically, it tells the story of a woman that's being abused by, I guess, this dude is some kind of inventor or a scientist or something of that nature. And basically, she wants desperately out of the relationship. So basically, she drugs the man, puts him in a deep sleep, and basically, she basically leaves him, and goes on her own, where she takes shelter with a cop buddy friend of hers, played by Adelis Hodge. He plays a cop in the movie and a friend of her and her sister. Don't know how they friends, but we won't even explore that. And he is a single parent of a daughter. Now, as she tries to start a new life as basically a designer slash architect, basically what happens is she gets notification from her ex-boyfriend, brother slash lawyer. Basically, it appears that he has died, but what he really did is fake his death. And basically, what happens is he leaves her a large lump sum of money in the amount of $5 million, where basically she receives a payment of $100,000 a month until, basically the money is ran dry, which is pretty solid and it's tax free. Now, with that being said, as she tries to start a new life, strange things start to happen. Objects start to show up. Basically, just a lot of strange things start to happen. Now, of course, she tries to go to the police. They don't believe her. And basically, what happens is he basically tries to frame her for basically murder. But basically, something happened that the dude didn't count on. Basically, he was uncovered in a unusual situation, and basically a lot of different things happened. So that's all I want to say about the movie. I don't want to go too deep into it, but it's a solid movie. It's a solid movie. The movie has a running time of 2 hours, 2 hours and 5 minutes. It goes by relatively quick. Goes by relatively quick. It's a solid movie. I recommend it. Like I said, this is just one of the many remakes of The Invisible Man, and they're expecting this movie to come in number one at the box office. And the funny thing was, this movie was made on a relatively cheap budget. This movie only cost like $7 million, between $7 million to make. Probably with advertising and everything, I say probably maybe at best, probably maybe $11 million total to make. So if this movie makes like 20 million over this weekend, which they think this movie is going to do some solid numbers, this movie will be profitable. But nevertheless, yeah, I recommend this movie. It was solid. You know, I just can't bring myself to go see no Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what I'm saying? People been saying it's a good movie, but I just can't. I just can't imagine myself going to see a movie like that, because I don't have any young kids anymore. So my son is 21. My son would look at me crazy if I said, "Let's go see Sonic the Hedgehog." But nevertheless, yeah, the Invisible Man is a solid movie. So that's all I have to say. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.